It's your girl, B.MARIE, and we're back with another episode of Where I'm From Podcast. This is the first episode in my Love Life series, and I'm really excited because we have some special guests here. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share, and hit that notification bell so you can be alerted every Monday night when new episodes come out. We got Tim on the videography, and you can find him on his social media at TimothyBowser. That's TimothyBowser.media on Instagram and all platforms. And I am going to let my wonderful guests introduce themselves and tell us where you're from. And on the Where I'm From podcast, when I say the saying where I'm from, we are going to talk about where you're from and what's your name.
So how you doing? I'm Sam, and I am from Maryland, Baltimore, Maryland, and I'm married, and this is my wife beside me.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Rona, and I am from Atlanta, Georgia.
And my name's Alan. I'm from Jersey, 32, single.
Oh, yeah, we forgot to say that, too. So this is going to be a Love Life episode. So we are going to talk about our status. And also, I'm from Jersey, if y'all don't already know, if you can't hear it in my voice or see it in my swag. Yeah. I am single, not currently dating. And you're married, and you're single. Mm-hmm. All right, on tonight's episode, we are going to talk about love life and different perspectives in the dating game in the world. I am a cosmetologist and I work with clients every day and they tell me some of the craziest stories. So I just wanted to do a love life episode and just get some different perspectives from my Atlanta people. In business and life, our partner dating choices will definitely affect our ability to get to the bag. So the idea of this episode was for us to all come together and chat about the love life world. Even though your girl is not currently dating, I still believe in love. So I'm happy to share the loving space with my wonderful friends and, just get their perspectives. So I do have some questions. First, I also want to just give a shout out to my partner who transitioned last year. We had a wonderful 10 years together and, your girl's still out here doing her thing. So we going all the way up. I've gathered a few questions that we will converse about. And if you have any desire to ask any other questions, feel free to do so. I do want to give the disclaimer that I do read from notes. So I will have my phone during this podcast episode. Not trying to really remember all of that. So the first question, I just want to jump right in and ask, because I was asked maybe about a year ago, and I really didn't feel like answering this question, but now I will. What is the craziest thing that you ever did for love? So I'm not going to go first. I'm actually going to have one of y'all go first. Oh. Who wants to go first? Like, what is the craziest thing you ever did for love?
Meaning like to keep the relationship or to start one?
Like to keep, what was the second part you said?
Like to start, like in order, like I'm talking to a chick and it's like I'm reaching a little bit just so I can make sure I get her. Or
so
is
both. Actually, let's talk about both.
I like that one. I got that one.
Bo, what's the wildest thing I did to get a chick? On the spot, I can't really think of. Well, I know to keep a chick.
Yeah.
To keep a chick, it might not be wild.
I mean, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
It might not be
What's
wild.
your version?
So we was talking or whatever, and during this time I was playing ball. I'm not gonna say whether high school, college. I'm not gonna credit myself like that. People be putting timelines together, but
they want to see if it's them you talking about.
I can't have them putting the timelines together. You know what I mean? But I was playing ball, and she was I would say she was more into me than I was into her. You know what I'm saying? But I was a piece of shit. Mm-hmm. So I did want to keep her around for the perks. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So in order to keep her around for the perks, I had to appease her and make her feel wanted even when I didn't really want to. So
team building. I get it.
Basically, she was. I had college, so I had roommates. So we all was, and she was a good cook. So before I get here and let her go, I gotta let the roommates know, and they like, look, before you do that, we gotta at least get one more meal. No problem. I'm a team player. You know what I'm saying? But I told her I loved her. I told her I loved her. Did Thanksgiving with her and her family, and then after that, it was just like I kind of just shunned it. I kind of just slowly but surely. But the I love you part was crazy to me.
That was fake. That was
Super
fake.
Super fake. Not
He
really.
wanted a good meal.
Yeah,
He wanted that meal cooked with love.
Because in college, you know how it is. In college, like money tight.
Right.
And I'm a simple dude, so as long as I can eat, make my workouts, get some sleep, I ain't tripping on class. So all the other stuff, I don't care.
Yeah.
So I had to tell her. I told her I loved her and did the whole. I didn't do it all day Thanksgiving, but I went to Thanksgiving, her and her family, and luckily nobody. I didn't know nobody in her family. They didn't really know me. Nobody in my family. So it wasn't like you run into them at the grocery store, nothing like that.
Right. They couldn't say, "Hey, man, your boy."
Yeah, they couldn't see me out somewhere like
Yo, but
you
real-
was with my nah.
But
wasn't
real
me.
quick, I got a question on that, right? Like, what she do afterwards? Like, when you started to like wean yourself out of it, she like
She got like that
like that crazy shit.
Yeah,
Right, then she got crazy.
That
Yeah,
kicked
this
in.
is why I cannot. I'm
And
not gonna play around.
That was the
honey.
first time. That was the first time I really came across. Cause I got an older brother, and he kind of put me on game with a lot of stuff.
Yes.
And that was the first time I came across that like that crazy that people talk about. And back then I was younger, so it was kind of funny. But at the same time, your heart races a little bit when they get that phone call, and it's like, is she outside? Is she far away? Is she close?
She pregnant. They be like, I'm pregnant.
Boy.
So I'm gonna segue into my answer because I actually grew up in an environment where like all it was crazy. So it's like my answers to these questions might seem a little far-fetched. Like sometimes when I do be opening up to you, like, don't say that about yourself, girl. Yeah. This is what it was. But it's like I grew up in toxic environments, so it's like it was nothing for like fighting to happen. And oh Jesus, I'm so glad. So yeah, my answers might be a little different sometimes, but the craziest thing that I would say that I did for a relationship was polyamory.
Oh.
Yeah.
Nice.
Poly fucking amory. Separated is still married and polyamory. That's the craziest shit I ever did because I cannot. Like, we have to have our own independent lives and sleep in each other's skin. Like, you can't be with nobody else. I ain't fucking with you. So polyamory.
How long did it last?
10 years. Polyamory with
That's dedication.
Oh.
That's dedication.
10 years. Polyamory, the whole shit. Houses, business, different households, the whole shit. Fucking crazy. Never do it again. I tried it. I came, I saw, I did not conquer, and fucking, no, polyamory is the craziest shit. I would never do that shit again. You cheat on me, I'm gone. If I ever decide to date again, if you fucking cheat on me, we ain't had no problems. I ain't going crazy. I'm not fucking pregnant. I'm not doing none of that shit. Polyamory, never do it again. Stay the fuck away from me. Don't cheat on me. Stay away from me.
Can I ask you a question about that?
What?
So with the polyamory thing, it seems as though you met somebody who was considered the love of your life. Would you not want to? Would you stop yourself from experiencing that kind of love again just because it's?
Oh yeah, it stressed my man out. Stressed him out.
Wait, it stressed him out?
It stressed everybody out. It stressed them out. Okay, I will say this. Okay, no judgment.
Never.
No, I would not try polyamory again because I know myself 100%. Like, of course, you're always consistently learning yourself, like new things you like and things like that. But my foundation, that's not for me. I will say that if people did choose to try polyamory, you have to be very mature. You have to have first of all, you have to be a person on a healing journey consistently, like daily, like figuring your shit out. You have to have good communication skills, and if you come into an issue, you gotta be able to sit down and talk about it. It can't be toxic. It can't be two people trying to do the shit for the man. It has to be people that you can't be so in love with this amazing person that you just try anything. Like, you can't do that.
Everybody help each other.
And like I said, separated means still married. So no, polyamory is not for me. So no, I would not. I would not even get to the point to see if it could be another experience of love. I did it once, I'm good. No, I can do without.
That's nice.
Oh, you like, that's my boy.
That's nice.
That I always knew it. I always
You said nice.
Definitely a fan.
Oh my God, man. He's like, yeah, I fucking knew it. I've just questioned. Everybody be wanting to know. Because they would see like the different, you know what I mean? The boy being there with the track butter and all that shit. Nah. And you've been around both already. Because you used to buy the shea butter and
But
you
I
was on like the
never,
website.
I never knew y'all was together until like after the fact. I never knew y'all was together because y'all kept it real like professional.
Yeah, we
Like,
Professional.
that's
They
my
kept the real
partner.
business.
Yeah,
there.
we
They
did because we didn't want anybody to be like, because we did have clients who would be like, whose man is that? Why is he here? Like he was just there helping me with my my shit.
Mm-hmm.
When really he was the owner. So, all right, so what's the craziest shit you did?
Shout out, Coach.
So the craziest thing that I ever did for love was in my current marriage right now. So when we first met, it was my first time like really being on a dating website. So she on her profile it just looked like she just didn't have time for any bullshit. So when I met, she was in and out of town for work, and it was around Valentine's Day, and I said, "What are your plans?" And she was like, "I'm going to Atlanta for training, for work, and for pleasure." I was like, "For fucking pleasure?"
Working for pleasure.
Yeah, I said, "For pleasure." I didn't like that word pleasure at the time. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you like someone, you're trying to get to know them. So what I did was, I said to myself, "Sam, you have to make a bold statement. Let her know that you're serious." So I went and I got a promise ring. And I'm not talking about just any little bitty diamond promise ring. I'm talking about it was a 1 carat promise ring. And I gave it to her before she left, So that was the craziest thing that I've ever done when it came to love. But it panned out.
Yeah, because y'all fucking soulmates.
Yes, we
Let
are.
me tell you, baby. Y'all are
definitely
like
are.
the same person.
So
I'm happy for y'all. What's the craziest
Thank you.
you did for
The
love?
craziest thing I've ever done. I've been sitting here trying to think of it. I would say get married. I mean, this is crazy. I never thought I would get married, So, I mean, it's like to really meet your soulmate and meet someone that you can live with. We met right before the pandemic, so it was like, I want you every day. I want to be with you every day. Oh, I like the way this moves. So, yeah, I think that would be the most craziest thing. Is it crazy?
I mean, no.
I mean, crazy in love.
No. But all our stories don't have to be surrounded around like marriage and stuff like that. But because there is a life before me, so
You want me
we can span the gamut.
Well, we have other questions, so we can span the game on other questions.
Right.
But what I will say about that is that I watched you date. And you
did.
dated on purpose from the moment I met you. And if it wasn't the right situation for you, they was out the door.
Peace out.
You always chose you. So the message that I get from that is that as long as you focusing on like what you want, getting to know yourself, you're gonna manifest the type of partner that you want. Like, cause you're gonna find. I truly believe that you get what you are. So, you know what I mean? Or what you need, like the lessons that you need in life. So yeah, y'all definitely manifested each other.
That's dope.
The whole soulmate conversation, when y'all talked about that, I'd be like, yes, this is right up your alley. All right, so we're gonna move on to the next question. This is one that I had a little chuckle, and I'm gonna tell you why. But what impact do you think a significant age gap has on a partnership? So I'm gonna start with this, right? I'm 42 years old. I know you probably don't, but you get, well, you probably do get male attention, but you don't date guys. But do you get male attention though? They do. They be wanting.
Old men.
But how old are you? How old did you say you was?
Back then?
No, right now.
Oh, I'm 45.
Back then?
So do you?
45.
Okay, so the reason why I ask, because I know how old you are, and then you're not a female. So ever since I've been like in my 40s. And I don't know if it's like the healing part of me that I have like zero daddy issues anymore. You know what I'm about to say, right? They be on your girl. Like they be everywhere I go. And I'll be like, and like the first, second line, I just be laughing and be like, how old are you? Because I be knowing when they be approaching me. I absolutely feel like there is a significance in the age if that person is like not on the mature level. Like, Or, I can't date somebody that's younger than me if, like, you don't have, like, your shit together or you want a healing journey. First of all, you got to have your own money because I got my own money. And I would tell you in a minute, I'm not a sugar mama. Don't, just because I'm 42, don't think I'm paying the bills. We can 50-50 or something. But you got to, when you first start talking to me, you got to have your own, you just got to, like, so I would never consider dating somebody that's younger than me on a different scale. And it's not just about the money. It's about the insecurity that can come from it. I don't need nobody. I've had conversations with people where they be like, well, you have a house and you have a car. And I'll be like, bruh, like, you don't have this shit soon too. Like, make good decisions. So it's like, I can't date somebody that's young if they're gonna, I just can't see me doing that. I've always dated older men.
So what would you consider young though? Like, so how far up,
I don't know.
how far down?
I don't have an age. Like, if I decided to date, I don't have an age. You have to be like, well, you can't be like DeAndre's age, like 23. But you can't be my son's age. But you would have to just have your stuff together a little bit. You don't have to be a millionaire. I got my own money, but it's like, I don't know. I don't want to have arguments and I don't want to explain my hustle. Like, I don't want to talk about it. Like, I don't know. It just would have to be the right kind of situation. So yes, for me, there is a significance. It depends on like how mature you are.
So basically, you're saying equally yoked. Is that?
I mean,
is
we don't
that
gotta
something?
be equally though, but you gotta have your own shit going on. Like, you gotta. I don't know what that means. Equally yoked. You gotta be like the same person.
No. It means that they have to bring to the table as much as you bring to the table, while also having the same level of maturity.
No, they would have to bring enough to take care of themselves, and don't judge me for having more if I got more.
Are you into teaching?
Am I what?
Are you into teaching?
Into teaching?
Yeah,
I will teach you. Like, I'm a giver, but you can't be a person that's gonna use me because I'll see it like right away.
But that sounds contradicting almost.
Right.
Right. It does a little bit.
But we're gonna use each other, like utilize each other.
Nah, I mean, like, okay, so you said he's looking like you got a house, you got a car, and you said, well, you work hard and make good decisions, you get that too. What if you are his good decision?
All right, so I have to. Okay, so I was recently in a friendship. I'm just gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you why.
I'm tripping. Bad question.
That's a good question.
Okay,
What if you're
okay.
his good decision?
So I've been
Yeah.
in situations where. So okay, let me think. I will teach you. Right? I don't want to seem like I'm talking to the crowd. Like, I will teach you. Hit me up on my Instagram. I will teach you. Right? But at the same time, like, it has to be a situation where I feel like it's a support. Like, you're a supportive person in my life too.
So that's probably what she mean by equally yoked then.
Yeah, then yes. I want to feel like we're both supporting each other, and you don't have to support me financially. Listen, I don't like these young people. I'm a big ass trick, but I'm not. I will definitely do shit for you, and I like doing that.
Yeah, we like tricks. Everybody
doing
like
it.
tricks.
I'm a big ass trick, but you have to love me. Like, I'm a giver. I am, and I notice about myself. Like, that's why, as soon as I start feeling like Cash App number going up and I ain't getting shit, nah, we're not even talking no more. Like, I don't want to. You can support me in other ways. Does that make sense? Like,
Like
you have
what?
to be.
You want
Like,
someone
emotionally
to reciprocate.
Okay.
You
gotta be
reciprocate.
emotionally supportive. Mm-hmm. If I'm doing shit, you gotta be like my biggest cheerleader. You gotta, and also whatever you know, teach me. I might not know some shit you know. Right. So like, come to the table with something. It don't always gotta be finances. Right. But it is
as long as your needs are being met.
It's difficult because
you're getting support.
I do have a career, and you just gotta shift. That's why I don't got time. I want to shift through the bullshit. I don't got time for dating. I'm gonna detach myself. You gonna fuck around, try to kill me. I don't got time.
That's tough.
I don't.
Funny.
Because as soon as
Off you.
fuck around, try to kill me. Yo, these clients be in the wax room telling me shit like that. Like, people stop talking to each other and get murdered. What the fuck? Don't kill me. I'm good. Move on. Like, get it off me.
You want to talk about it no more?
I would definitely date somebody younger than me, but you gotta be a support system and something else.
Love.
Yeah,
it's not financially.
When I used to date, I only went up 5 years or back. I went either up 5 years or back 5 years, and sometimes even 3 going back, because I couldn't date anyone that was so much younger than me because of the age gap. Like, I've dated younger women, and their age gap is crazy. Mm-hmm. So it's like I knew I couldn't do it, but I wasn't dating anyone too old either. So luckily, I met Sam. And we were only 10 months apart, so.
Yeah.
So she's my sugar mama.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I say I'm not a sugar
Listen.
mama, so please don't use me so I could be a big ass trick. Like, shit
I'll
don't
be
make
your
no
sugar
sense.
mama.
It
Sugar
don't
mama.
make no sense. I know that's why I'm not dating. I'm confused.
Nah,
what
it makes
fucking-
sense. It makes sense.
Yeah, like, because
It
I
makes
know I'm a
sense.
giver. That's what I mean by saying being a trick. I'm a giver. I want, that's like, my love language is spoiling the shit out of you. But at the same time, like, I want to feel that too. Plus, when you get older, you start thinking about shit like, if you're not emotionally stable, emotionally
Intelligent.
Mature.
Yes.
Emotionally mature.
available, who gonna take care of me when I get old? You just gonna leave me if something happens? So we start thinking about that kind of shit as you get older. So I guess it just depends on your situation, like in your experiences. You know what I mean? So yeah, like don't fucking skate on me. Like, so yeah, so yes.
Ellen.
What was the question?
I
again?
know. I just
What was
thought
the
that.
question
Like I
again?
forgot the question already. You got me hot.
About age gap and
the
dating.
age gaps.
I like it.
Older women.
I do. I'm a big
You
fan.
look like you like older
He
women.
look like he like older
look
women.
like you like older women.
He look eager. He like, I want to learn. Teach me.
I'm a big fan. I had like I felt like when I was more emotionally mature, I did meet a woman, and she was older significantly, but it was so much fun because it wasn't no bullshit.
Yeah.
Like, older people, they know who they are, and it's like, this is how I am, take it or leave it.
Yeah.
And I feel like when I say that I feel like I'm a younger person. So when I say that as a younger person, it's like, well, don't say that because you can change and you don't know what. I'm like, nah, I know what I like, I know what I don't like. And I like having somebody or being around somebody who they just like, yo, this is who I am. Like, if you a trick, you a trick. But don't treat me like a trick because I don't want to feel used. That's no problem. I'm cool with that. You know what I'm saying? It was fun, but then I think it got to a point where it started off as just like a fun thing, and it's like she got a younger person. I was like, I got an older lady, and she cooked. We have a good time, and that's all I do. And the next thing you know, she start getting into things I was into. Like, she started exercising. So she started working out. She started asking me questions, and I thought that was dope. I'm like, okay, cool. Like, you 40, 50 plus, but you still worried about, okay, yeah, now I want to do this and do that. And then when her coworkers start seeing the difference, she was like, thank you so much. And I was like, oh, ain't no problem. Like, we kick it. Like, it's all good. Like, it's not like I'm doing this for a kickback. But I was getting a kickback, and it was dope.
But what happened?
So this is what happened. If you ask me, because we don't speak anymore, but if you ask me, it got to a point where she felt as though it wasn't just fun anymore. Like, she liked me.
Yeah, so that be that shit, right? I don't mean it. Let me just jump in real quick because I don't want to forget. So as you was talking, so it's like she was doing things with you and stuff like that. So this is the part that I was trying to express, but I couldn't really think about it. Like, for example, we're doing things that were fun, and she was cooking for you. The cooking for you part is cool. But now every time you go out to eat, like, do she gotta pay because she older? That's the part I don't.
Never.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, because sometimes young guys, they think as soon as I see that, like I said, I don't want a person that's necessary to take care of me.
Yeah.
But let me be a female. Like, I'm such a strong personality. Like, let me be a female.
You wanna be
I don't want
courted.
to drive the car. Don't want to drive.
Right, you want to be courted. And
Yeah, you want to be courted and stuff like that. So that's where, I was good in that. Like, and I guess my cosmetology skills made me big ass trick.
You
So making all the money, waxing in
get
the
cash
room,
on the
honey.
daily.
But then, okay, go ahead, because there was another question. I
But
forgot.
going off what you said, it worked out that way because I'm a person, even to this day, I have a very hard time accepting things from people.
Good, okay.
Because it's always like down the road, it's like you acting like this after I did, and it's like, I can't even, you know what I'm saying? So being how I'm a person like that, sometimes I would have to turn things away.
Yeah.
Like, you know what? Like, nah, don't do that because I don't want you to feel like, I just don't want to have it thrown in my face on the back end. So it's like, all right, cool. She did this, and she don't know that I'm doing this because she did this. And it's not like you did 2 for me, I got to do 2 for you. But it's like, I do also want you to feel as though it's genuine. If it's genuine, like if it's on some, like I had a friend who they needed help with their rent. There you go. But then later on down the line, we're not friends no more. but it never gets brought up. It's never like, they gonna do this to me after I, like, nah, once it leaves my hand and you tell me thank you, for me, that's the repayment. So now I can't use that in any future arguments, oh, you gonna act like this after I play? Nah, like it didn't happen. It's a wash. So being how I'm a person like that, it flowed with how she was. Cause she wasn't used to like, oh, you did, like, yeah, you just got off work, here goes some food or whatever, go ahead home, have a good time. I mean, I'll check you later. And she's like, okay, well, you don't gotta do nothing. It's all right. It's just food. You helped me out, I helped you out. It's all good. So then little things like that start turning into maybe a Christmas gift, maybe a bigger birthday gift. And it was just dope. But then, like I said, it turned from fun to, no, I actually like this person. And certain things would bother her, but she wouldn't say anything.
Yeah.
And
because she didn't want to violate the original terms of the agreement.
But she's so terrible at hiding it. I can see it in your face.
But how did you feel when she started to show that she likes you? And the reason why I asked that question is because you young. So you also want to make sure you're not dating young people that want kids, that want to get married. Because maybe an older person has children, their children grown. Yeah. And then they've been married before or they don't want to get married. So how did you feel when she started liking you?
That's literally, like, she got a daughter who's like a year younger than me. Well, at the time,
and
she
you
was
want
a year
children,
younger.
probably.
At the time, no. Even now, I don't really think about it.
Yeah.
I don't really think about it. But nah, at that time, it was just, I was cool on that.
Oh,
so
okay.
it wasn't like we were going places where it's like arm under the arm and we would go out to eat. I mean, we would do things and stuff like that. But it was just, okay, so answer your question, I'm sorry. When I noticed that she was starting to like me, I feel personally that I was pretty gentle with it. I wasn't like pushing it away and I wasn't completely accepting this so she could just fall in this love, whatever. You know what I'm saying?
You learned from the Thanksgiving experience. You was like, I ain't making another bitch go crazy, honey.
Yeah, she never said she loved me. You know what I mean? She never said like, I'm starting to like you more. I would just see it in action.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But she said she was big on communication. And we ended up falling off because she didn't communicate. Like, if you have a problem, you have to voice that problem. No matter if we're having a good day and it ends up being a bad night, it's better to have a bad night than a bad month.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So let me know now. If it's bothering you, even if it's something small, let me switch it. Because them small things, when you start really getting upset, them small things add up. And it ends up being a blow up. Tell me now. She didn't tell me. And then I stopped asking. Like, I would see it and I'll be like, all right, well, if you ain't gonna say nothing now, because I would try to pull it out. But I'm like, if you ain't gonna say nothing now, then all right, fuck it. Let's roll. And it wouldn't bother me, but it would bother her. And then I can see it building up. And the more it built up, the more I was very stone-faced, even keel. Like, all right, well, I'm about to go to the gym, so you need anything? Cool. All right, bye. And then it just, I didn't help it. So then it ended up going this way, and then it just blew up. And then we had a conversation after, and I'm like, well, some things, why didn't you just tell me? And she was like, I don't know. At the time, it was this. At the time, it was that. I'm like, all right, so when the time passed, why didn't you tell me, hey, this is what happened before. This is what I thought. And it just never worked after that. That was it.
Yeah. I think we all answered that question, right?
Yeah. I like the age gap.
Good stuff. I'm getting some good perspectives. If a unicorn come my way, I might be ready, honey.
The unicorn. Shout out to the unicorn.
I told
Shout out to the unicorn.
What?
Shout out to the unicorn.
Shout out, right.
I forgot. All right, so let me see what question I want next. So we did the age gap one. All right, so in-laws, how to establish healthy boundaries. I don't want to go first because I went first last time.
Oh, that's something.
And
yeah.
let me just say, all right, so I'm going to say in-laws, and because we don't have any in-laws, I have my experience, and you've never been married, so, but we could say, like, people in, like, your partner's family. You don't have to be, like, legally married.
Got you.
Like, just people that you got to interact with on a daily basis.
And you got to go see their family.
I'm going to let y'all go first, because...
And Thanksgiving coming up.
Oh, Jesus.
Sam thinking hard.
Thanksgiving coming up, you gotta go to the in-laws.
Yeah, the in-laws is a good one because we're dealing with that now. So
yeah, so just give us one or two ways on how you establish healthy boundaries with your in-laws. Or like even just expound like a situation that you had with your in-laws where you like, I gotta make sure I take care of me in this situation.
Do you want to start it off, or
I mean,
I think just I'll start it off.
Yeah, because it's like you about to cook.
Yeah.
Do your
I
thing.
know, you're like,
She ready for it. That's
And
I'm
like,
just
you
looking
about to
at
do
it.
This
it
is a
again.
crazy
I'm over here
question.
It's a
looking like,
crazy
Rick,
question
chill,
that
let's
she
talk
even
about
brought
This
it
is a
up.
crazy
I'm like,
question
wow,
she
okay.
brought up. That's a great question,
It is a
Brittany.
great question. I need to know y'all perspective.
Come on.
So I'm dealing with in-law issues right now. I think Rona has a great relationship with my parents, and I have a good relationship with my mother-in-law. I actually call her Mila for short. But there's definitely a boundary. You have to put boundaries in place when it comes to your in-laws. Yeah, when it comes to in-laws, because they tend to forget that once their child gets married, it's no longer about them. It's about their child and their spouse, and then you start with a battle, vying for attention. I don't have to compete for my wife's attention.
Yeah.
She's my wife, and you shouldn't be battling and trying to compete because you're her mother. There's no battle, there's no competition. Let us just be normal individuals, and you understand that you are the mother and my mother-in-law, and I'm your daughter-in-law. I'm not trying to take away your child. Period. And then there's also a second level when they live with you. Then there's then that's where boundaries really come in place. And if those boundaries aren't established hard and quick, things will spiral out of control very quickly. Because parents, they don't know their place sometimes. And I'm never gonna put another, my mother-in-law in her place. I'll just have a conversation with my wife and say, "Hey, talk to her."
Yeah.
So
And I'm gonna interject on that too because y'all do have a good, y'all have a good, you and your wife, y'all are a team. So we've had conversations about different things, and I could tell that y'all take a healthy approach to things. Y'all are married, so it's time, to be a couple and not to still be, not like a mama's girl. Mama's girl, like always
Right.
running to you know what I mean? Be on your mama's side. You set up healthy boundaries and you gotta have your wife's back. So y'all do a good job at doing that.
Yeah, because we communicate. When our parents kind of try to overstep boundaries, we are one united front. So we definitely communicate with each other, and we talk it out. Like, we don't answer. Like, when our parents ask us to do stuff, we talk it out first to see what the answer is going to be. It's like, I'm not just making a decision for me, I'm making it for my wife too. So let me talk to my wife about it before making this decision. Sometimes we may jump the gun and overpromise our parents something, and then our spouse may not, agree with it. So then, we just kind of work it out. But you definitely have to set boundaries. Parents are always going to be parents. So definitely have to set boundaries.
So, go ahead.
and they'll try.
Yes.
They will try. Mila, my mother-in-law, for example, she's already come to Rona for something.
Oh, yeah.
Rona says no. She calls my phone. Hey, do you have? I already know. Nope.
She'll say, "What did Rona say?" Nobody knows.
I'm calling you. Well, my answer is her answer.
And that's what I feel like too. I feel like when you're either in a long-term partnership, whether you're legally married or not, if you're with somebody that you see potentially of getting married or you're married to them, like, you should be a united front. And also, like, huge decisions, if you have that type of relationship, like, they shouldn't be. I guess it depends on like what stage you're in your relationship. So for me, I feel like the biggest issue that I've had is interracial dating. So I'm asking on first date questions, we need to ask your mama how she feel about me, because I'm not going to be in a relationship with no one ever again to where y'all act like y'all like me and then you secretly hate me for whatever reason. I get it. Or where you just flat out don't like me and I'm trying to combat against that because I don't need to be in any spaces where I'm not valued. So we're going to ask those questions we're going to ask them questions very early. Like, and we don't necessarily need to get to know your mama real early, but we definitely gonna ask, you know what I mean? And in the hopes that somebody will be honest about it. I might be on your Instagram and be like, do you got any interracial children? Like, are you out to barbecues with your non-black wife? You know, stuff like that. So I definitely, because I've had my experiences that y'all know, I've just been traumatized by those type of situations. So I wouldn't say traumatized, but I would say like I've been made aware that shit is painful and I'm not going through that ever again. So those are like early questions that I ask about future in-laws. How do y'all feel about this type of situation? Please just be honest. And that's like the main thing. And then I would never make a huge decision with my spouse with my parent without talking to my spouse. And I have a son too, and I wouldn't expect him to make a huge decision without talking to his spouse. I'm actually the one to be like, did you talk to your partner about that? Because I'm not your side girlfriend. Go ask your girl. Go ask your partner. So it's like, you want to promote healthy relationships too with dating with your adult children as well. We're not doing the mom-boyfriend situation either. So I get it from both sides because I do have an adult child who is engaged, and I'm gonna be a good in-law. So shout out to my future in-laws, child-in-law. I love you both. Because I know y'all watching. Y'all better be watching my video. All right. So did everybody answer that question? You did.
Oh no.
In-laws.
I never had an issue.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, because I draw. It's easy for me to draw boundaries. If that's how you rock, with your parents, and I see that dynamic, it is what it is. I don't try to break it up, but if I don't get along with it, if I don't rock with it, I'll just I play nice in the playpen when I'm there, but then if I don't need to be there, I won't be there. Mm-hmm. And the same thing with me is more so when it came to like, I'm raised by a single mom, but when it came to that, it was more so, she asked me when I was young, like, how would you react or how would you feel if you brought somebody home that I didn't like? I mean, well, if you don't like them because you see, like, you got that mom instinct that she got an ulterior motive or something, let me know. But if you don't like her just because you can't go to get your nails done with her and kick it with her, I don't really care. Like, if I go to sleep with this person at night, then that's just what it is. As long as there ain't no disrespect going on, I'll keep her away. And I never had problems with other people's in-laws. I mean, other people's parents. It's just, if you like me, that's cool. If not, I'm just.
Do you feel like it's gonna be different, like when you get married? Like you're gonna want, like I could, like for example, could you see yourself in a marriage, like with somebody who's like family just don't like you, and you're just like, oh, that's them, it's us.
Could I see myself? All right, wait. It sounded like that was two questions.
It's like tension. Like if the in-laws don't like you,
it'll never be tension.
Okay, all right, good.
I don't do the tension. Like, if you don't like me, then that's fine. We're not around each other 24/7. So while we here, we know that I want to make my wife and your daughter happy.
You like, listen, Daddy, I got your daughter. She mine now.
Yeah, that's it.
You can move on.
You know what I mean? You want a beer?
I got this.
Cool.
I got this. I got this from here.
That's it. All
right, look, I want to go to the spicy questions. I just started thinking about that. All right, so we can go to the spicy. All right. So, well, this one, we kind of talked about the monogamy, realistic expectation, and long-term partnership. Mm-hmm. I feel like we all feel like monogamy is, y'all definitely monogamous. Y'all is not cheating on each other.
You feel like monogamy is what?
Is monogamy a realistic expectation in a long-term partnership?
I think that's a good question, Brittany.
Yeah.
I think we should.
But I thought we talked about it, so I guess I just talked about it.
We didn't answer it.
I think that was off.
I think we should answer it.
All right, so let me say it again. Mm-hmm. Is monogamy a realistic expectation? I answered it already, so this is on y'all.
No, that was the poly question.
But I said I'm monogamous AF. Don't come for me. And if you cheat on me, deuces. It's good. I wish you well.
It depends on the level, what level you're on in your relationship.
Yeah, you're right. So
is like, if you've been with someone,
a realistic expectation in a long-term partnership, or like, is it fantasy? Like, you gonna get cheated on for real?
My perspective, when it comes to monogamy, dealing with men, I don't feel like men can be faithful. I think that a man is always going to be a man, so what they, so to speak. But I don't think it's realistic for a woman to think that a man is going to be monogamous for a long-term relationship.
Why?
Oh, look, the man got to jump in here. I knew it
Right.
was
So
coming.
the reason why this may come off a little biased, but I feel like men always have to release, and at some point, if they're unable to do it, because as women could be a little fickle, they could be a little, they don't want to do that. And I just feel like men are sexual creatures, and they eventually will have to release. So they're going to make sure that they can release in some kind of way.
Oh, wait. Wait,
mean,
I'm waiting for you. I'm waiting for you.
I want to hear.
Yeah.
No, I agree.
I know. And so I feel like for a woman to think that a man is going to be 100% faithful is unrealistic.
Wait a minute. What if you got somebody that is sexually active? Like, how much sex do you need? We can fuck every day. Like,
Men
what
have
you
to release.
mean?
They have to release.
Y'all ever seen that movie Best Man?
Yeah.
Seen the movie the first one, not the second one, the first one, right?
Yeah, I think I did.
Best Man. Terrence Howard said something in that movie, and it came out when I was younger, but it resonates to this day, and I just agree with it. He said when they was playing, they was at the poker table. They was playing poker after this. You seen the movie too? All right, they was at the table playing poker, and this is before Lance stands.
He's saying quiet. He married. Right? Don't ask him no questions.
Oh yeah, my fault.
He can't talk to the camera.
I said, you saw the movie, not if you agree. You know what I'm saying? But so he said at the table, he was like, because he was, Terrence Howard was kind of prying at Morris Chestnut, right? And he was like, ain't nothing better than pussy but some new pussy.
You said you disagree or you agree?
No,
I agree.
Oh, okay, good. I'm so glad.
Like I don't have to that chick over there. I might know her as Black New Balance. That'll be her name for the whole night. But I'll still go sleep with her.
Like
and the
in
next
real life,
day,
this is a real life scenario. You meet somebody and be like, they Black New Balances.
like if me and my homies out, out with you and your friends, and I'm like, yeah, Black New Balances, yeah. I'm gonna chop it up with her. We gonna see what's up, and then they go with her friends, and yeah, now her name for the night. And the next day, it's like, yo, whatever happened to you? Talking about the black shoes? Oh, yeah, it's cool, right? But then we keep it pushing, and then I feel like this could be me being biased, right? This could be me being biased, but I feel like I don't have to give nothing emotionally to this other person. So when I do go home, my lady or my wife or whatever, she still gets 100% of whoever I am emotionally. Like she doesn't lose anything in that exchange. But I feel like when a woman does it, because it's me being biased. Again,
oh, here we go.
I feel like when a woman does it, it's more so like she actually likes that person. Like there's something about him or her that she likes. So it's like I'm gonna miss something on the back end.
Yeah, I feel like all of these.
I don't think that.
I feel like we all just like staring at us.
I've heard it all.
I don't. From a
I don't mean to cut you off. Can I say one thing? But I do know men who are very loving and faithful to their wives. So I have seen that, and I still see that to this day. And I don't idolize it, but I look at that, like I look up to it. I respect it. You know what I'm saying? So it's not just because growing up all I saw was niggas cheating on the girl.
Yeah.
Like I've seen happy, committed, faithful, loving relationships, but I also seen the other side. And then that was my watch. I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm like, is that time?
But then I'm still my own person. And this is what I see.
So say what you want to say, because I want to say something. Because I have something that's also going to tie in one of the previous questions.
What I was going to say, just from a woman's perspective as well. Sometimes when it comes to women, sometimes she just wants to fuck too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
and it's not, and it doesn't have anything to do with her particularly liking someone. It's just in that moment, she wanted to do what she wanted to do.
Yep.
Just like in that moment, you wanted to do what you wanted to do.
But men want it more often.
Red and white Jordans.
Right. Yeah. Hey, red and white. That's you. You want to go with? Yeah.
So can I ask you a question about that? But generally speaking, I'm just looking at like these made up fake numbers that we have in our head. Generally speaking, you don't really find too many women who are happy and are moving like that. Like me, I can be happily single and go pop this chick and then keep it pushing it. But generally speaking, more women would like that connection with somebody that they sleeping with. I'm not saying that it's not possible. It's super possible. I got friends that they scared the hell out of me. My female friends scared the shit out of me, bro. And I'm like, women move like this?
Women move like that.
Some
Women move
do.
like that.
Yeah.
Well, not all women.
But
Some,
I want to say,
some.
but another thing though, you know what I'm saying? Rona and I are married, but you know we've had conversations that let's say later down the line, we say, hey, let's try other alternatives, and other alternatives meaning opening up the marriage and stuff like that. We've had conversations like that. Like we're not there, but who says that we won't get there? You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
We probably won't, but who knows? But the thing about it is that the question was, is monogamy is monogamy viable, realistic?
Yeah.
That's
Not
the
in long
question.
term.
And like in a long term setting, I think monogamy will work as long as there are two people who want to make it work.
Oh, we fucking tired.
But but listen, I'm
tired of crazy ass bitches.
right. But this is my second marriage, and when I went to a therapist, you know what I'm saying, when I went to marriage counseling in my first relationship, the therapist said that you can redefine your relationship or define your relationship to however it suits you. So that let me know that
Thanks.
you can define and redefine until you get to a place that works best for the couple, whether you're married or not.
Yeah.
It's the couple.
Yes.
I agree 1,000%. And that was going to be my other point. I feel like thinking about it, because I swear I thought about this. And I've had this conversation with my homies, some of them who are in marriages, some of them who are in committed relationships, some dating, some just single. And we all talk, and it's like, in the event we can voice to our partner that, listen, I'm having these thoughts, these urges. I don't want to act on it, but I'm thinking about it. Can we just have a conversation to figure out, is it something we can do, or would you be open to X, Y, Z? And 9 times out of 10, the chicks that collectively we've dealt with, I'm talking about this small pool of dudes, you know what I'm saying, and this whatever pool of women, the first thing they say is, oh, if you want somebody else, I'm out of here. But if we would just be able to have the conversation, like the fact that I can come and talk to my shorty the same way I talk to my homies about what I'm feeling, honestly, I wouldn't even want to do it after that.
Yeah, so you just took those thoughts right out. You wouldn't even want to move outside the relationship.
Just so we could
Because I
talk.
feel like that kind of conversation will make the person come closer. And that's what I was talking about earlier with poly. I have a very, very biased perspective of the poly situation, but I feel like that in those type of situations, if you can come and talk to your partner, also, if the individual that you're talking to is comfortable with themselves to know that this shit is not personal, it's not because I'm fat, ugly, I'm not good
Take
enough.
myself out of it
You know
and
what I mean?
look at
But
it for what the
also,
person is saying.
it's not just on the, like, I don't want to, because sometimes women come to the man and be like, I want another husband too, so it's both sides. So it's like, as long as that person that's like your face.
Oh, that one.
That one hit you. That one hit a little different.
Whoa.
That hit a little different.
Yeah.
Sometimes
But you gotta take yourself out. I can't be hypocritical. I gotta take myself out.
Like, look,
And listen to what she's saying.
So disgusting. Like, it's because it's like I don't fuck with neither one of that because it's just a lot. But I'm gonna take myself out of the situation, and like in other scenarios, like it's not just for the person to be able to stomach that or to be so comfortable with themselves. It's also with the person presenting poly to the situation to be intentional with making your partner feel comfortable that. Because like it just cannot be toxic at all. Like any type of negativity needs to be talked about and fixed fast with communication and love. Mm-hmm. It just depends on the situation. So for you to be able to come before it happens and not just like, find you a side chick and be like, listen, I really met this chick, I'm fucking her, and I love her, and can we make this work? That's not how it's gonna happen, because it's always gonna be on a foundation of like negative shit, and it's gonna be real hard to like get to that positive place. But your face was so crazy because the last part I want to say about that is men can't deal with that shit. You can't even like a man picture on, and you can't do shit. They got to do with another man.
Now you talk about another husband. That's wild.
Yeah, but it's
Another
females
husband,
out there. It's not just men.
It is. I'm just saying it's wild. I'm not. Nah, I am. That's wild.
So look at it from a woman's perspective, right? You have a man that's like, he's an alpha man and he's always working. Like, and she wants someone to be there with her. So
Completely understand.
like, wouldn't that we open up the floodgates and say, hey, well, while I'm away, you could have your little friend, but when I come back, I'm number one.
Why is it like that though?
Because it goes back to what I said before. Generally speaking, yeah, you got your mans on the side when I'm gone. I just don't want you to like him. Like, I can have my chick and not like her.
So you don't want the feelings attached. Women automatically
because then
get
feelings
emotional.
end up going like, chicks will end up splitting like, yo, I actually like this side dude.
Yeah.
Like, do I really need my husband? Me, I'm just like, no, I need my wife. You just here for this. Like, I ain't messing this up. But she allowed me to do this on the side. I'm gonna do this on the side and keep it like that. You know what I'm saying?
So it's emotional attachment. You don't want
I feel like it's a little difference when it comes to women
But
and
what
men.
if you get another shorty that's like really dope, like your wife, and you really start fucking liking her ass?
Okay, bet. So
Then
I'm
you
happy you
gonna
said
try to
that.
have Polly, and your bitch all fucked up.
So listen, I got a
She's
theory,
stuck on
right?
this poly.
I got a theory when it comes to that. You
Because I
correct
was
me
the
if I'm
second
wrong.
wife, so that's what happened. Like,
So
you had
peep
your
game.
first wife all fucked up.
Peep game, right? This is my head. This is just me and my brain when I'm just doing my thing, right? So my thoughts are, and Tim,
Oh
all right,
my
don't worry about
it. Yo, he just trying to find another masculine. This is not the
He's
man.
just shaking his head like, nah, we
This
ain't doing
is not
that.
the man. We're gonna get you another guy on the next episode.
Tim, I just want you to make sure my mic work.
Yeah.
My mic work, Tim? You ain't got to agree to disagree. Is my mic work? I bet.
Yo.
Pete. So this is what I think. I feel like as a man, if you're in a committed relationship with your woman and you having thoughts about being with another woman,
Oh my God.
I feel like the number one thing you have to do is you have to have a conversation as far as come to her and say, hey, if you could make a list of things that I'm not doing that you want me to do to make the relationship stronger, what are they? Right?
You say bring it to your woman?
Bring it to a woman.
Okay.
Like this is like, what am I doing? What am I not doing that would make the relationship better? If you could write down 10 things, right? And as time goes on, she writes it down, and as time goes on, you do your best to knock out those 10 things. Not because you want to come to her with this, but because you want to make sure she's actually 100% happy in your relationship. I feel like if most men did that in this hypothetical world, you would realize that when you really engulf yourself 100% in your woman, you don't need nobody else.
No.
Because you can't even, it's hard to get to number 4. So you still got 6 left. So if you really lock in and try to do that, you probably wouldn't want nobody else.
You'd be distracted. You'd be too distracted in
feel
making
me?
sure you
With
fulfill
your
it.
lady.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
very intentional. We're gonna change the word distracted. Being very intentional.
Intentional.
Very
Jace.
intentional on the love,
Jace.
honey. We ain't gonna use distracted.
So let's say, boom, you knock out those 10 things. And you come to your woman and you say, you know what? Everything you asking me to do, I'm doing it. And I'm doing it out of love, not because I want something from it. It's genuine. I want to make sure you happy. I want to be with you for a long period of time, whether we married, about to get married, or thinking about it, right? And then you come to her and you say, all right, I knocked out these 10 things along with everything else I was doing. I've done it for a consistent period of time. Are you happy with where we are as a couple? She says, yes, I am. And I'm like, I still have these urges. So with you getting all your needs met and everything that you need done, if I can still continue to do this, but just do this over here, not take out on a date, none of that. Just do this over here.
Release.
You know what I'm saying?
It's hilarious.
How would you feel?
I need a little
And
bit
she
more
would be
therapy.
like, more than likely, she'll be like, I don't like it.
Yeah.
But then let's just say you hit her with the draw 4 Uno, and you go, well, I've been doing all these things. Everything that you want on the list, I done checked off. But in the midst of me doing that, for the last 2 years, you say we've been happy, the best we've ever been. I've had a girlfriend on the side. So
What?
wait a minute.
Look, you could keep her.
So Pete,
I'm like,
that's normally how it would be said. But the question is, I've shown that I'm able to give you everything you need for us to be happy.
So
What would
you
be
need to
that
be
issue?
happy, right? So
I cannot
your
wait
needs
to
need
see
be
what the
met too.
comments say about this.
Yeah, but that's in my head. Like, this is me, a hypothetical. I ain't really in this. But I'm just asking from a woman's perspective, if somebody were to come to you with that and you're getting everything you need, would you still because you were in this situation as far as being with a person, another
so you
person.
Want me to use me as an example?
Yeah,
Like,
I'm asking you.
And somebody outside me.
So Pete, like what I'm saying right now, if somebody was to bring that to you in that manner, would that be? That's my question. Would that be the best way to initiate a poly relationship? That's my question.
So I would say that yes, because that's what I was saying before. Like if it and please listen, you have to be when you're stepping into poly relationships, men and women, you have to make sure that you are mature enough to deliver it in that way. As a man, you have or a woman, whoever is wanting to be poly or whatever, you have to make sure that you are delivering it in a healthy way. If you don't have that, you might as well just fucking keep cheating. And I say nothing, and I try to bring it in that way. You have to do that. So yes, I would say that would be the best way to bring it in a poly situation.
Would you be more likely to say yes?
No, I'm not. No. Not anymore.
No, I'm saying more likely as opposed to you just finding out on it. Like you already with him, you like him, and then you find out.
Listen, I'm realist. I do know that people do cheat, men and women, and like you're probably getting cheated on right now. So we're not gonna judge.
Gangster.
But don't let you probably are getting cheated on right now. So I definitely feel like, or you probably are cheating. Like we're not gonna play around. Like people do be cheating. Like.
Fix your headphones, Tim. Come on, lock in.
What?
I told Tim fix his headphones.
Lock in. So I definitely feel like, but you also have to know yourself and know like what you want to deal with. So I actually don't want to deal with that. I don't want to interact with that type of relationship ever again. I will say I had a bad experience with it, obviously, and I just never want to manage those emotions. I'm busy. I don't want to manage those emotions. So it's like that's a lot of in a healthy poly relationship. Please drop your comments. I know a bunch of y'all in poly or fake poly. Please drop the comments, but it's managing of emotions. Like, do I want to manage two people? I don't want to be in a relationship with two people. I don't want to manage two people, their kids. I don't want to manage that. So for me, it's a no. So you just have to know yourself and know what you can manage. Because what happens is, if you get into that, if your girl, the hypothetical girl says, yes, I love you, been doing this thing, but she doesn't really know herself, or 2 weeks, 3 weeks from now, she starts feeling insecure and she's not opening up about it, that resentment starts to happen.
But that's when you cut it off.
Yeah, cut the other person off.
Yeah, that's when you cut the other person off.
So that's healthy. So you cut the other girl or the other guy off because your first partner is your partner.
In a perfect world.
But why does she have to be insecure though? What if she hit you when you hit it with the draw four? What if she hit you with her draw four?
What's the draw four?
What if she hit you with her draw four and she was like, well,
no,
it's all good, but Sean from The Office, I've been looking at, since we're being open and honest, babe.
Is Sean a man or a woman?
Sean is a man.
Sean is a man?
Sean is a man.
It will make a difference if it's a man.
I just asked just to ask. I asked just to ask.
So Sean is a man.
Sean is a man?
Sean is a man.
I feel some kind of way. And
but
I would probably leave the relationship.
Damn.
I would.
You would leave?
Because
in my head, I feel like
you can't handle it.
Of course.
What I'm saying.
Yeah, I'm
Maybe that's the
not one
masculine
of them
side
to
of
be
me.
like, no, I'm cool. I cannot.
No,
but
I cannot.
In the event, in my head, I'm also thinking it won't continue to be this. It will eventually turn into her just wanting to be with one of us, and more than likely it'll be him because she was already with me and she wasn't really looking. But then she wasn't looking and she still found something. This dude got to be dope.
Yeah,
he must be dope.
So that must be the masculine side of me because that's how I be feeling.
Respect.
And plus, I don't want we busy, we working. I want all our extra time to be either with your own hobbies or with us together. Like I don't want to manage that.
So the next question. Now, what if it's a woman?
Yeah. So Sean is now sharing.
Sean is now sharing.
Yeah. So I've been, sharing. I've been feeling this way, for a minute. I want to explore it. So as she brings it to you, like I want to explore that part of myself with you.
My first question would be again, do you like this person?
Oh, so wait. I'm a little lost, yo. Wait. So
with a man,
to his wife,
with a man is
partner,
no.
and asks and gives the whole rundown like he said, and then his wife said that she wants to be with another woman.
No,
Yeah.
with the man first, he was like, no, he wouldn't handle it. He wouldn't be able to handle it. But
And now we
if
flip
she
the
had
gender.
said another woman, he'd have a follow-up question like,
What's the follow-up question? Like, when?
do you like her?
My follow-up question would be like the same thing I would.
Do you like her?
What I would assume about the man, I would ask about the woman is,
Okay.
do you like her?
Like, no, I'm just curious.
Would you try to be with her and the woman, or would you let her be with the other woman alone?
Depending on who the woman is, probably.
Oh, if she fuckable, solid.
Not some hardcore
Let me see
stuff.
her Instagram.
Because not for nothing.
Now, what if it's a stud? Like, what if it's a
Some
more
hardcore
masculine
stud.
But
presented
what if
woman?
your wife be like, nah, that's mine, that's me, that's all me?
Then I'd be like, I would leave. I mean, well, to answer your question, I wouldn't fuck with it. But to answer your question, if it was like more of a masculine woman, like a stud, then respectfully, is that a respectful term? Is that
Yeah, it
disrespectful?
is. That's
Okay, so if it was a stud, then I would kind of look at it more so as like I would look at like the man. Like, nah, I'm smooth.
I think overall you're
okay.
good on it. I think you're good on it. Period. Like whether it's a man or a woman, it doesn't matter. Like you would still feel some kind of way because, like you said, with women it's more emotional attachments, and emotional attachments can be hella strong over physical attachments.
That is
So look, I ain't trying to be funny,
100%
right?
the
So
correct
I have-
conclusion
I
that she
have-
came up with. That is 1,000%. Yes.
Yeah, I'm
That's
sorry.
how I'm rocking.
I got excited.
1,000%. That's how I'm rocking and rolling.
So look, right, just a little side joke. I have a friend that I'm really close to, and she is she like you, right? I'm trying to find like the best way to say it, right? Masculine, like how y'all just said, right? So, well, I said to her, I made a joke with her because she told me, if you decide to date again, don't date a female because they are so emotionally attached, like so fast. So they came over here for
I don't
podcast.
think that's true.
No, so listen, I made a joke with her. I said, I think it's time for me to go out. You're gonna be my wingman, take me to the club, so I can meet a lady, because I'm ready to move my U-Haul. Because that's what she told me. She said that that's
U-Haul
the stereotype. But we talked about that before.
The U-Haul
too.
lesbians.
The U-Haul lesbians. And I said, I get emotionally attached fast. That's why I will not date, because the same way I get emotionally attached at this point in my life, I will detach myself and be in pain all by myself to that shit better next week and move on with my life. So she was like, please do not do that. And she let me know, like, that is not, don't do that. And I was just joking out. So did we all answer that question? We good on
I think
that
we
question?
did. We good. We're good.
Did you answer? Did you? I
think I answered all of it.
What was the question?
It was flowing. We was having such a good time.
It was about it started off as monogamy.
Okay,
It
but
started off as
All right,
so I
so
think we answered that.
All right, so this is the next one I wanted to ask. Should there be more open discussions about sexual needs in the relationship? And
Absolutely.
the second part is, can a relationship last without sexual compatibility? I'm going to let y'all go ahead first. Like, should y'all be able to openly talk about, just like, why is your face like that?
Because, okay, so straight up, I could be a little,
I call her a little man.
Yeah, I'm a man. I'm the man in the relationship. That's what I said. Look, for real. But so I feel like we have to be sexually compatible, because if the sex isn't good, then what's the point?
Oh my God.
I'm going to cheat.
Yes.
I mean, if the sex is whack, you can provide everything else, and the sex is whack, I'm going to go cheat because I'm not getting my needs fulfilled. So, I mean, and it goes back to with men. They have to get their needs fulfilled.
Yeah.
So she calls me a little man because I'm like, I got to get my needs fulfilled. So if you're not doing it right, I'm going to find somebody else that will. I'm going to still be 100% here with you. I'm going to still love you, but I'm going to just go over here for a minute.
oh, so you able to separate the two?
I
You said that
can.
before?
Okay.
Yes.
Oh, that's why you said
Hold on.
Right.
I gotta make sure it's on point. Listen, that's why I call her when we first met. That's why I call her a little man, because I was like, she had a squad.
Yes.
Like she had a team.
You intentionally dated, and you was always honest about that, and you was like, I want to see what's out here, what I like. That's so
Right.
healthy.
Right.
Fire.
Talk about
No,
it.
she was like,
Sorry to do that. I'm gonna pack my shit. We in a relationship now. We just
Listen.
met 2 months later. We in Georgia. Fucking. I did, Coach. 2 months later, we was in fucking Georgia with a whole business.
Love.
Oh Jesus, move on.
Shout out to Coach.
Go.
Go ahead.
She the man.
Talking about me being a
She little
man.
well, yeah. But I listen. Sexual compatibility is very necessary. I think it's very necessary in any healthy relationship.
Yeah.
Because we're all humans. We're all sexual creatures, sexual beings. I think every human is has a level of freak levels. You know what I'm saying? So we're not having sex in our relationships. You know what I'm saying? That's the whole point. You're having sex with one person in your relationship, and you're not having sex with that one person in your relationship, and it's bad when you do, then what are we doing? And it makes us seem shallow, but at the end of the day, like, who wants to have bad sex? Who wants to have bad sex for the rest of their life?
That's bad sex.
Gonna
Never.
Gonna cheat.
Or mediocre?
You're gonna cheat.
Oh,
You're definitely gonna find somebody that bends over and spreads it wide.
So I actually have a question, like from a man's perspective, right? Because I've always been in long-term relationships, and like, I'm just like, what is all right for myself if I ever decide to date, and then like also for all, people out there, because everybody, I don't know, like, is sex happens so fast? Because you be like in a relationship so fast, you move on from one person to the next, like a lot of times. So like from a man's perspective, for a female, like how fast, like, do you judge for real? Like honestly, like if a person like has sex fast.
I think men judge. I think they're the biggest judge when it comes to
Because the girl gonna be a hoe.
when it comes to a woman and their sexual prowess.
Generally speaking, I think men do judge. I don't, but generally speaking, I do think men judge.
Fast.
Yeah, because like and I've asked like dudes this question because men are very like big egos, big like what I'm saying, bravado and all that, testosterone super high, and it's like okay, well when it I'm like, so if you feel like you the man, if you meet a chick and you have sex with her the first night, that doesn't make her a hoe. That you the man. That's what's supposed to happen, right? So when you do that and you call her a hoe, it's like, so you're not the man. Because if you're not the man and she's just giving it to you and you think she could give it to anybody, that means you just consider yourself a regular Joe Schmo. So you got to pick which one it is.
I've never heard that perspective.
That's an awesome
that
perspective.
Yeah, dudes don't
That's
think like that.
Awesome perspective.
They don't think like that. And I don't know why, because it's like, I know why. Because in reality, we all want to feel like we are that. Sometimes you're not. Sometimes you are. It depends on that person, depends on the day. Like somebody can meet you, Britt, and that day, they the man. They just saying all the right things, they smell good, like they don't mess it up. And then it could be another day where they actually doing the same things, but you ain't off it. It's like, whatever. Like it's too many variables that go into it to call a person a hoe.
Yeah, because you might have just woke up that morning and be like, yo, I ain't have sex in like 6 months, a year, however long. I'm about to go outside.
As long as he don't fuck
First
up.
dude I see,
Yeah.
First dude I see,
you got it.
First dude I see. Like, no.
And I don't even like that word hoe. Like I think everybody has a different definition. If we gave it one definition, I thought about this too. If we gave it one definition, I don't think people would use that word that way.
It's sexual freedom, man. You know, I think people get so caught up in using titles. Oh, he's a hoe, she's a hoe. No.
I just feel like
You
you should be
are
able to do what you
consenting
want.
adults exploring your sexual freedom.
And I think what makes you a hoe is when you have to. I think the only thing that makes you a hoe, man or woman, is if you have to manipulate somebody in order to have sex. Like if I know you just got out of a relationship, I'm going to play that emotional card. I'm going, you know what I'm saying? Just to get you to have sex with me. Like I think that makes you a hoe, man or woman. Because for a woman, it's like she might talk to a dude and be like, "Look, if you got this going on or whatever, I ain't really rocking with it." And dude will drop everything just so. And now she got a roster. She added him to the roster. I think that's whole shit. But if we just on some like, look, we just linked. We in Vegas. We in New Orleans. We in Houston. Wherever. Like, hey, look, what's up?
That's it.
You want to cruise? It is what it is.
There's a lot of shit going on cruises.
So I would
I
say,
never been. I gotta go.
wait,
I
listen.
heard from my brother.
Shout out
So
to your brother.
I would say for me, sexual compatibility. Oh my gosh, you cannot. This is why I cannot have random sex. I would be fucking mad. I would be so mad if I fucking cannot. No, you cannot. Sexual compatibility is a must.
It's real.
Like I have to see you and want to fuck you. Like I have to see you and want to. I have to be like I actually can see myself like
Doing things.
yeah, because I'm actually a very like this is spicy. I didn't realize that I was gonna have to answer these questions. I didn't realize that I was gonna be the one to answer these questions. But I picked these questions. It's hot.
That's the spice level kicking up.
Because y'all know me, y'all see me, y'all been around me for a long time. Y'all see that my personality is like very strong. I have to actually, at this phase of my life now, we don't like the word hoe, but I definitely have my phase. But I have to actually, at this phase of my life, I have to actually see you and be like, I fucking want to be submissive to you. Like, I just want to listen to everything you tell me to do. Mm-hmm. And then that's the only way I feel like that I can actually be intimate with a person. Outside of sexual compatibility, like, I have to feel that way. If I don't feel that way, I'm not going to be sexually compatible for you because I'm not going to want to fuck. I'm not going to want to make love to you or anything like that.
So if they're not visually appealing to
you,
if
their energy doesn't make me want to be like, what do you want, daddy? What's your want? What can I do for you today, sir?
So not
their
physical,
energy,
not
the way they interact with me, their the way they
so it's
chemistry.
not physical.
It's
So it's
chemistry.
So it's just chemistry.
But also their chemistry in the world. Like, how are you like
presenting yourself?
How are you like your energy has to be like a leader.
Now, what does that mean? What you mean, energy in the world? Explain that.
Like how you interact with people, like how people respond to you.
Okay.
So a level of respect.
Yeah, so it has to be like that's where my sexual compatibility comes in at. If I want to be intimate with you, it would depend on how I feel around you, how I watch you interact with people. Also, if other people like you, like if you're first of all, you have to be attractive. Mm. Like I feel like the sexual compatibility, if I'm not like physically and like mentally attracted to you,
it ain't gonna work.
That makes sense. I'm so deep.
Yeah.
So at this point in my life, that's why I can't date because
it should be like that though. When you involve in sex, you should be deep about it.
Yeah, like I'm super. Like I can't at this phase of my life. Before I used to be, I could be like, oh, you know what I mean? But not at this phase of my life. Not because if your shit trash. I be mad as hell. I added you to the roster.
That's the point where roster go ahead, cut it off.
Right, gotta go.
Yeah, go ahead, go.
But also,
you didn't make the cut.
I do envy, and I don't like the word envy. I do aspire not aspire either. I kind of wish I would have dated in my life. Mm-hmm. I've actually never done what y'all did. Never done that.
You never dated?
No.
What?
What do you mean?
But I grew up in an environment like as soon as you found somebody that was like your person, you owned each other, y'all controlled the fuck out of each other.
That's
toxic. You cheat on me, I'm coming to the bar, I'm gonna punch you in the face.
But y'all still together.
Right, toxic. Yeah. She like that toxic stuff.
What? I'm from Atlantic City.
Back then they normalized toxicity.
I don't know. It's normal than not now. Like I did a lot of therapy.
That's back then. That's what I said back then.
I noticed that with a lot of coming from where I came from, I noticed that with a lot of Spanish people. Like once you your parents even helped you. Like it would be girls that'd be sophomores in high school. They getting picked up by their boyfriend in the car. Like their boyfriend like 17, 18. But then they're going home. Like the boyfriend is taking her home and he's like living there too. But they locked in. Like,
yeah, so
once you meet them, like they locked in for real.
He's just like locked in. So I had a baby at 19. And then even with Coach, like I met him 2 months later. We was locked in down here in Georgia. And then like whatever toxic stuff I had, I grew out of it. But it's like while I was still toxic, he was toxic with me. Like, and I used to be like, because I like that crazy shit. Like if I got a motherfucker acting like that over me, I'm sorry, babe, I miss you. But if I got a motherfucker acting like that over me, I got your ass. Until we grew up. And then, you know what I mean? We were able to see like that shit this is not good. You know what I mean? So I've actually never dated. I have had sex with more than my relationships. Like, you know what I mean? But like, okay, I'll be in a relationship, and then if I'm not in a relationship, I'll just like, I don't focus on my career, my business, and if I see somebody I want to, entertain, and I'm gonna move on. I think I do got like some masculine energy, cause I be jealous. Like a little bit, like you ain't gonna be with another bitch, and I could just fuck and move. Like I think I could, right? But not at this phase of my life, because it's just a lot that goes in with that shit. But I care about people's feelings today.
That's cute.
Today.
So so it's like I always been in a long-term relationship. So we got totally off the sex topic.
No, we didn't.
I've
that
always
was good.
been in a long-term relationship, and in between, I just would focus on. And honestly, that's a lie. I didn't even know in between. You go from one relationship to the next, honestly.
I've never done that.
I was in a relationship with someone on and off for so many years, and then like while he would go in and out of jail, let's just keep it real. I'll be all over the internet with my shit, so I don't even care. When he would go in and out of jail, I would focus on getting my money, and I would, do me and never let nobody know and just keep my little shit a secret. And then I'd be back with him, and then once I was done with that, I was incarcerated, and then I met Coach. So then once I met Coach, here we go again, another relationship. And then he was like so different than I had ever dated. So it was like, I didn't feel like that he was going to be like, I was going to be on his level. But you know what I mean?
He taught you.
What?
He taught you.
He brought
Yeah, he did teach me.
It might be your turn. Teach that young nigga.
Right.
Full circle, right? It's full circle moment.
Full circle
Because he
moment.
definitely, he would have been 51 October 28th. So he's 9 years older than me.
Can you go back 9 years?
Yeah, she could. It's
Did
your
you go
duty
back
now.
9 years?
If he make me want to be like, what you want to do today, daddy?
Yeah.
That goes back
Oh
to
my
the
God, I'm
age
trying to just
question.
live my life the best way I can, y'all, because y'all just let me be.
That's part
But
of
one
living.
thing I don't like at this phase in my life, okay, so this is crazy. All right, I'm gonna let y'all speak, but I just had this one point on this. I have to be drawn to you like that, but you can't be that drawn to me. You can't be texting
double
me with the
standard.
"What's up, beautiful." Like I don't like that because I feel like as guys always try to sexualize me, especially black guys. They do because I'm Caucasian. So I feel like they be like,
You 100% Caucasian?
I am.
Swear to God, never knew
Swear to
that.
God, I'm Irish, honey. I'm an Irish gangster from Atlantic City.
Happy St. Patrick's Day. That's crazy.
I'm a little leprechaun. But no, like they say, like they'll say things to me like, I like the way you look. When you just looked at my Instagram, seeing him, see all my message videos, but you like that gym outfit though. No, like I'll get tired of it. I think after a certain amount, like
Britt, what do you want him to say?
I don't know. Like I admire your strength.
He don't know
But he
you
doesn't
to
know
admire
that,
your strength.
though.
If
He
you
doesn't-
looking at my Instagram, you watching me.
That don't know that don't tell him how strong
I
you
don't know.
are.
It just turns me off real quick. When you be like, "What's up, beautiful?" Like you make me. I don't like.
So if he
it.
said, "What's up, ugly?"
If we together, I don't know. I just
Wow,
feel like you
toxic.
automatically want to
That
get
toxic
dick in my
self.
mouth. I do.
Toxic.
Like
Not
as
the
soon as you
mouth.
start commenting on the way I look,
Not the mouth.
or they talk about my hips, so I'll be like, you know how many years been somebody been telling me I got an ass like that? Like say something else. Like I don't know. I like your outfit.
Britt, there's nothing. How old are you, Britt?
42. The what you doing in Hey Beautiful is
It's
great.
nothing else he can tell you that you haven't heard in 42 years.
Oh, because I'm just old as fuck.
Nah, because it's not. It's either, but like if you like him and he says it, it feels different. But he says somebody has told you the same thing before. Yeah.
So wait a minute. Maybe it's the approach. Maybe they're just approaching you wrong.
Like,
maybe
it's like a conversation,
not.
it's
You know
like-
what I'm saying? Sometimes guys. I'm just gonna say people in general. If they really watching someone and they really like someone, sometimes it's sometimes
Have
like
you
that
eaten
first
today?
No, not even that. Sometimes it's like, hey, listen, I know that you've had your ups and downs when it comes to these dudes out here. You know what I'm saying? And I don't wanna add to that. You know what I'm saying? I wanna show you something different. If you allow me that chance to get to know you,
Right.
can I take you out?
That's dope.
If guys start hitting females with stuff like that,
Yeah, I'm putting that in my book.
automatically,
I
I think automatically, first of all, they're gonna pause. They're gonna go to your page immediately. Okay, and if you're visually appealing, which you are, people are like, oh shit, yes, you can take me out. Period.
Yes.
Period. Because I think sometimes guys aren't really creative to try to get a woman's attention. Like,
But then
in
peak
ways
game though. So going off of what you said, now when I keep that up, that's when you're gonna start getting that "What's up, beautiful? Good morning, grand rising." And you say you don't like that.
No, so I didn't get to the second part because actually, as you was talking, I was thinking about, as you were talking, I was thinking about how when I met Coach, like, and just in general, like, he was not that type of guy in the beginning, but he definitely was intentional with being like, I want to take you out, stuff like that. And then after we like have a few conversations, like then it would be more into like, you're so pretty, or like, you look beautiful today, stuff like that, but not just like, what's your Instagram? And then you're DMing me like, you look real good. Like, I know.
not aggressive.
Oh, okay, hold on. So you're comparing, like, if you compare you and Coach's you and
Or
Coach's
just
interactions,
in general, my relationships, period.
right? But you're comparing somebody that gets to see you on a regular basis and kind of knock that wall down. It's always going to be different than somebody jumping in your
that's
DM
why,
off rip.
Yeah, that's why you said like, if you like that person. So that's why I changed it. If I like that person or I feel your energy already.
Yeah, then
know what I
"What's up,
mean?
beautiful" is okay.
Hey, look, man.
Oh yeah, I'll be like, what's up, beautiful, on picture? You want to see me? Like, that's different.
Right. I've definitely.
They ask for pictures fast though.
They do. I've definitely jumped in. I've definitely jumped in a DM. I've jumped in a DM one time.
But not like not like, oh, your outfit is nice.
No. I say slick shit. So I jumped in a DM, and this motherfucker left that message on red for a month.
So I would do the
before
same
they
shit.
said, hold up, before they said anything to me.
What's the
They
game
circle
on
back.
that? Like, what's
That's
the point of
one-
that?
that's-
You leave it alone. You just drop it.
No, I'm saying the person not responding for a month. What's the point of that?
I don't know. Maybe they had things they had to
They ain't
tie
got shit
up.
going on.
I don't know. I don't want to guess or even think about it. I said what I said,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and I'm just gonna let it marinate.
So I know that we probably don't have too much more time left, but listen, I do have a question that you inspired me to ask because we have a man in the building. I want to know.
Shout out to him.
No, because he's married. I want to
He
know
doesn't count
from
'cause he
a
don't marry 'cause he
single
married.
dating guy,
Yeah.
right? Oh my gosh! Like, is it true like that the girl who just like is like so busy for you, or like she's like when you're showing her attention and she's kind of like that, but not a month, but like. The girl who responds back fast or like makes you wait until like maybe the next morning or like 7 or 8 hours later.
That is a good question.
That's attractive more when the girl is just so available for the guy.
No, it's not. It's not attractive when you play the whole like wait a month, wait a week, wait all day. No, because in the event, if me and you are trying to get to know each other, we just want to be with each other.
Yeah.
So if you are showing me that in order for us to be with each other, I gotta wait all day to just hear from you.
No.
That's not
I
attractive.
think she's talking about like a new person, like
No,
like a random.
so let me what is it? Clarify, right? Elaborate, is that a word too? Like
that's
a
a
word
word
for that?
Jace.
And if you want to, I know it's a word, but I was like, is that a word for this? Let me clarify, right? So, because there's so much shit on the internet, right?
Am I just meeting her?
And it's overwhelming. Let me think. I would say like just in the beginning phases, maybe like I don't never online date. So maybe if you just met them and you just started communicating, or like online dating. And the reason why I ask is because there's so much things, even in a relationship, there's so many things on the internet that says make them miss you and don't be so available for the man because you're gonna push him away. And I be wanting to respond right the fuck back. I be wanting to know like what you got going on. Hi, I miss you too. Like I don't want to wait 6 hours, but I found myself in times in my life because you just overwhelmed with so much information. It's confusing. Like I just want to do what I want, but it's like, am I being too pushy? Am I being too available? Do he think like he could just walk all over me? Because as soon as he texts, I be heart facing and shit. And you know what I mean? Or is he gonna choose the girl that's like unavailable a lot? And I don't know how. Am I making sense?
Yeah, you make it sense. I hate Instagram.
I know.
I hate it.
But I mean, we want to
hate
be
it.
on YouTube and Instagram, so we want to make sure we support.
I hate the relationship part. The relationship part of Instagram.
Yes,
I
that's
hate.
why I bring it up because people are like gonna watch it and it's so much out there.
It's fake though.
Fake as hell.
It's fake. I don't know any relationship where they are happy and one person is okay with waiting hours just to hear back from the other person.
That's crazy.
Like it doesn't exist.
Yeah, that doesn't exist.
That's crazy.
It doesn't exist. So once I if you available, hit me up. If you're not available and I see you not available, all right, well, let me get like a general outlook on what your schedule is. So now I know when to hit you up, when to not hit you up, when to check on you, when to not check on you. But if you just on some like, I'll just holler at you. Don't holler.
Yes.
We good. I don't subscribe to that. I feel like people who do subscribe to that, they get caught up in social media, what they feel like they're supposed to do. Like you say, like, do I wait? Do I send them hard eyes? If that's what you do, do it.
Yeah, I do it, but then
Yeah.
you just left with like, you know what I mean? Because you just don't never know. But I feel like
She don't want them
meant
to think
be.
that you thirsty, that she coming off
Yeah, it's
thirsty.
like seems so thirsty.
Like she
thirsty.
don't want to come off thirsty.
Be thirsty.
Oh, yeah, I told y'all.
Just stand in your truth. You like
Be
stand in your truth.
thirsty. If I like you, I'm gonna be thirsty. I'm gonna hit you up. I'm talking to
Thirsty for
you.
each other.
Yeah.
Definitely was thirsty.
But that's how I know who I'm initially compatible with. Can that change as time goes on? Yeah, but like in the beginning, I like you. I like our conversation. Yeah, I'm gonna hit you up.
Yeah.
But if I feel like our conversation ain't really, you know what I mean, or then I'm not gonna hit you up. Like it's like we're not gonna hear from each other, and we can honestly just dead this.
So Rona too, because the way you used to date, like you have a couple people that you would date and just see what life was giving to you or whatever. I feel like that takes the pressure off too. Like if a person is just talking to one person, it's like you're putting all your hopes and dreams like into that one person. When honestly, you should really have your hopes and dreams into yourself. Like there was a question on there. It was like, is self-love more important than love from your partnership? Absolutely.
Agreed.
Like that's why you know what I mean. And I feel like this can be like the last topic, but I feel like self-love is definitely more important than love from a partner. There are, like I said, things all over the internet. I don't subscribe to that either. I just want to do, and that's why I remain single, because I just want to do whatever it is I feel, and I don't want to feel like, you know what I mean, I have to like, overstep my own boundaries to try to get a person to want to be with me or like me or anything like that. Just do what you feel. Worry about yourself. Take care of yourself, and you'll be able to manifest like whatever partner you want. Like I really believe that. Like when I sit down and be like, okay, I'm ready, because ultimately I like being in a partnership. I still believe in love. I'm glad I'm not a bitter ass bitch at this age and all of these experiences. I didn't lose my light, honey. And I'm super grateful for that. And I do know that self-love is way more important than love from anybody. It's nice to have a support system and a community of people, and if you need a community, where I'm from, community is here for you. But also the main thing is to take care of yourself and to love yourself, because if you're dating more than one person or just one person, if they ever decide to leave, right, then you'll be okay by yourself. You'll just be okay. Like you'll be okay with your village. It is important to have friends outside of a relationship, so you can have all of the pressure is not just on your partner to give you everything. You have to have your own hobbies outside of the person. You should be equally yoked with somebody to make sure that they support your dreams and goals. And I just feel like that's how a relationship works. What you guys say for your closing? Which one? Closing arguments?
I agree.
Not the arguments.
I agree. If you don't love yourself,
How the
How
hell
you
you
gonna
gonna
love
love
somebody
somebody
else?
else? Can I get amen?
Amen.
that's RuPaul.
RuPaul, quote it.
Let
Drag
me
Race.
give credit, but that's really true.
Can you be so in love with yourself that you're repulsive to other people?
Yes.
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 So where
It's
do you
called
draw the line?
self-absorbed.
Self-absorbed.
Wait. I need a little context on this. Are you asking for yourself or for a friend?
I'm just asking in general, because
okay.
you could do it, because the way y'all said self-love, and it's like, I'm just asking.
No, yeah. There's definitely a difference between being self-absorbed and you just love yourself. Self-absorbed people really don't have. They don't need attention from anybody at all.
They got it from themselves.
They got it from themselves, and there's nothing anyone can tell them to tell them they ain't the shit.
What you feel? Because I have something else I want to say about that too.
I mean, honestly, I forgot the question.
So is self-love
Self-love.
more important than, not more important, but just as important, or more important than love from a partner?
So I feel that, you have to love yourself before you can love someone else. I feel like when people take the time to work on themselves, they can attract what they're looking for and attract, like they say opposites attract, but really like attracts like.
Yeah,
So I feel
agree.
like whatever it is that you're putting out is what you're going to receive. I believe in karma and all that good stuff. But yes, I feel like self-love is important. To love yourself more than anything so that you could teach the next person how to love you.
You got something you want to say about that? Because I do have a point on that.
Go ahead. Do
All
you
right,
think?
so my point is, right, the phase that I'm in my journey is this is the first time in a year and 2 months, September 24th, mid-year. This is the first time in my whole life I've actually been on a self-love journey 100%. This is the reason why I choose not to date. I've always, like I said before, been in some type of relationship. I've been in a relationship where I was giving a lot of myself, if not a lot, all of myself. We've talked about that. I didn't take care of myself before I would take care of others. So that's why it may sometimes come off like I'm so engulfed in that because I'm fucking cliche right now. Like, don't have all this trauma in your life before you choose yourself. So, with that being said, I definitely have that part of me that is open to, like, I can love another person. But I'm very careful with it because I, can put myself into a position to where, especially if you're sexually compatible. I've found myself in situations where, honey, what you need today? Like, so yeah, like
What,
it's
a
totally like
situationship?
not. And I really appreciate when you get to the point in your life where you're like, okay, this is who I am. This is how I could be. Let me make sure. But also at the same time, like softening it out. You know what I mean? I think I'm softening it out because, a few months ago, we don't talk like that. But us as females, fuck out my face, don't look at me. Don't even smile at me in the store. Go fuck somebody else's life up. So it's like
That's crazy.
I told my niece, honestly, I told my little baby niece, the boys in my family, my nephews was beating her up, and I told her, hit them back. Like, I just, like, the energy towards the men and the men, and even the little kids, like, why y'all beating up on my baby? Like, get out of here. Go over there with the boys. So it's like, I've just definitely learned how to soften that up and, like, not to be, like, you know what I mean, so stuck in that. To where you can't have, to where you're so wrapped up in yourself that you just repel other people to do that. So you gotta be intentional with that as well, letting people in. So I think that's all I want to say about that. I definitely feel like that at some point in everybody's life, they should take time out to learn themselves. So they can choose a good partner and make good decisions in their life. So they can have happy, healthy, fun-filled, money-filled sex lives.
Fuck yeah.
All right, so I think that's it. We're gonna wrap today's show up. Let me just make sure I cover all my bases. I guess I did. This again is B.MARIE, Sam, Rona, and Alan. I really appreciate y'all. I do just want to take a moment, right, and make sure y'all like, subscribe, and share, and hit that notification bell. So every Monday night you can be alerted to new episodes. And before I let y'all go, I really want to thank you, Tim.
Woo! Tim,
We try to tie you in for more masculine energy, but we'll pick a safer episode for you to involve yourself in. And I really just want to tell y'all that I'm so grateful to my Atlanta people. Like, life has been a journey, and I'm so happy. I felt like I lived far from y'all, so I was already grateful before y'all came. It started raining, and y'all still showed up. So I just want to show my appreciation. Y'all been in my life for like 9 years. So I'm just really grateful that, y'all just came and to support the show and to be a part of the Where I'm From community. Listen, be kind to yourself today. Give yourself grace. We're all out here just trying to live this human experience. We're all just trying to make I don't know about y'all all, but all of us here are just trying to make better decisions and make sure you choose yourself today before you choose anybody else. And listen, if you need to have some fun, get out the house because you can't find a spouse in the house. And it's your girl, B.MARIE, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye.